1,000 in a week. That's one big difference from 1,360 today, which already is a cause for concern. And we may not get to 25,000 new cases every day, but we could. And so precautionary principle to me as the health minister, and my advice to the community is do all the things that you know keep us safe. Stay outside if you can, wear those masks, get tested if you've got any viral symptoms at all, and just be careful about yourself but also the community.
The state's total Omicron cases is now at 110 after an extra 25 were recorded today. What more do we know about this strain?
Because we are expecting that many more of these cases that were recorded today will actually end up being the Omicron strain. It's just taking a while for that genomic testing to come through, especially in Newcastle, north of Sydney. There's been super spreader events there, and they're pretty confident, the health authorities are saying, that most of those cases are being driven by the Omicron variant. Now, in terms of what the Chief Health Officer is saying, Dr. Kerry Chan here in New South Wales, she's saying it looks as if that it is more transmissible, which is obviously what is filtering down from other countries overseas. But she made it clear today what they don't know is just how severely sick people get and what the impacts will be then on hospitalisation rates.
So how many patients are currently in hospital with coronavirus in New South Wales?
Today there are 166 people in hospital in New South Wales, and 24 are needing intensive care. Now, there is only one person with the Omicron variant in hospital in New South Wales. Now, the Premier Dominic Perrottet made it clear today that he wants everybody to focus on that number, not the case numbers. The thing is, though, obviously the case numbers, they're over 1,300 today and are expected to rise, but that takes, you know, two weeks to a month to filter down into hospitalisations, and we're just not sure what will happen with the Omicron variant and what that will mean. And we've never had this many cases with this vaccination level here in New South Wales. We're almost at 95% first dose. So look, there are a lot of uncertainties and unknown going forward, and I think there's a lot of people nervous in the lead up to Christmas because we just don't know what will happen here.
Ashley Raper speaking from Sydney and New South Wales about the continuing spread of COVID-19 and the Omicron variant. And speaking to Patricia Carvelis. Well, we might not be heading to voting booths for another 6 months, but the federal election campaign looks to have well and truly begun. Both the Prime Minister and opposition leader spent today on the hustings targeting key electorates in Queensland and Tasmania as part of a pre-Christmas campaign blitz. But attention quickly turned to allegations the government has been funneling grant money into coalition-held electorates, reigniting calls for a federal anti-corruption commission. Stephanie Dalzell.